All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. M.J. Stewart made the tackle from his corner spot.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He's got a first down. That's his first catch. Remember, he's the NFL leader in that category at the midway point. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They get it to him running left. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A very lengthy opening drive as this will be play number 12 coming on 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 42 yards. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw, Webb. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
One of the great coaches said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Gone! 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 Gone!
He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Gone! 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 Set!
Out of the gun, it's Webb. And this is going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers. as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's finish now. Here we go, 46. Done.
Second down, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46.
On play action, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Get out. Here we go, 47. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go, let's finish now. Here we go, 47.
Prescott now. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Webb. And he floated one out there, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on third and long. Webb. He completes it to Bryant. First catch for Bryant. He's got a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who took
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Detroit! Detroit!
Webb now from the gun. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, Webb looking downfield for Godwin. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play for the Bucs there on third down. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Now a first down carry by Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Webb. Out left side here to Bryant. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. First down, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Prescott off play action. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's coming now. Here we go, 46, 46. Gun. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. Now he steps away. Now he'll let it go deep, right? And this is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. And again, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, it's Webb. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Webb. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Webb. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So we have reached halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Webb. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point safely through, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Good.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Cowboys on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Throwing. Prescott.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Prescott looks to throw on first. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. A second down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. Looking deep for Elliott. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll go down at the 28. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Now a first down throw. Well, and the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To throw again. Webb, a dump underneath to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Webb now. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A very solid gain of 27. Webb now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
On second down, Webb. Throw left side, complete. It's Bryant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. He completes it to Bryant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he shifts past him, and he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Throwing on first down. Webb. And he finds Howard complete. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down, here's Webb. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Webb now from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, Webb. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The give is to Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webb. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long? From the gun, Webb. And this is going to be incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter. Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
On 1st down, Webb. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Demarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Gun! 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 Gun!
To throw on 2nd down, Webb. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Gun. 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 Gun.
Operating from the gun, Webb. And incomplete on the deep ball. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the air on second down. Webb. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing after the interception. Webb flushed out right, and it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Webb. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Dallas, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.